Well, hello and welcome back to the channel. And in the words of Monty Python, and now for something completely different. So the Africa Twin has had a recall. It's having its switch gear replaced, and I was offered a couple of courtesy bikes, and I've plumped for this ADV350 just because I thought it'd be a bit of a giggle, and I thought it was quite a nice little concept from Honda, like a little mini adventure scooter. And I thought to myself, what about if someone was like a big old unit like me? What would it be like? Well, I'll tell you, from the first couple of minutes I rode it, I was really surprised. It's a single cylinder 330cc motor. It's what they put in the Forza, and I am really surprised how much pull it's got. It's a CVT gearbox, and they're certainly not like the CVTs of old. It does seem to work really nicely. Now when you first start it up, when it's just idling, it's actually quite lumpy, as you would expect from a single. But as soon as you move, as soon as you pull that throttle back, it's just really smooth. I'm already impressed. I haven't ridden it very far, but I'm already impressed, and I'm thinking, if I was after a little commuter bike that does a ridiculous amount of miles to the gallon, that you can just sort of dip in and out of traffic, dart about, this is just perfect. It's got shower suspension, so nothing cheap. I mean, I should have set it up for my weight. I mean, there's not many 24 stone riders going to be getting on this, and I should have whacked the preload up. But saying that, out the box, it's not that bad. I think the only drawback with this is perhaps the price. It's £1 under 6,000, which is a lot of money for a 350 scooter. But when you really delve into it and look at it and look how it's made and the features that it's got, yeah, you can see what you're paying for. It's a nice simple layout, 5-inch TFT screen, white background. I think you can change it if you want to, but it's got what you need, your speed, fuel gauge on there. It's a scooter, you're not going to need a great deal of info. Your time's on there, outside temperature, which you probably don't need, but it's there. But I think that is just perfect for what this is. I think there's a 2-stage traction control on it. It's fitted with Karoo Street tyres. I thought this was going to feel really tiny, but it's not bad. I'm actually quite used to it. It's like I've almost like fitted into it and got used to it very quickly. Right, the next test for this little ADV350 is getting it up to motorway speed and holding it there with 24 stone sat upon it. Quite busy out here today. Certainly got up to 60 without any bother. Wheels Okay, my next test is going to be hauling this behemoth of my body up a 20% gradient on the little ADV350. So let's see how this does up here. Beautiful day. What I'd like to do is actually come to a stop and see what it's like pulling away on one of the steeper bits. Right, so I know the camera flattens everything out, but this is probably one of the steeper bits. This is a bit that's probably 20%. So I'm at a stop, like throttle full back. Took a little bit of picking up. It's 20% and it's 24 stone, but we got there. Once it's rolling, it's all good. Yeah, once you got that little bit of momentum, it's fine. But it was interesting to see what that was like going from a dead stop on a 20% gradient hill. Oh, look at that out there today. Absolutely beautiful. The parched landscape though. Haven't had rain for so long. And there is the scars from the MOD activity across the heathland there. We seem to be moving away from the ADV review to more of a what's happening around the Purbex, but right, let's see what this is like on a light off-road green lane situation with the small little wheels and the Karoo street tyres. So this will be interesting. Well, the first thing is the suspension feels harsh, but like I say, I haven't set this up. But what it is very, very light. It's like a mountain bike, this is. I think we either bottomed out or we hit the bottom there, I'm not sure. But there was a bit of a hole there. I don't think I'd want to go anywhere near the mud in this, but I just wanted to get a feel for a bit of loose gravel and shingle and a bit of a climb. Just see what that front feels like. I don't think standing up. Oh no. The bars are in just totally the wrong place to stand up. It's certainly not a standy-uppy type of machine. Be interested to see if the 750 you could get away with it more. But just a gentle little cruise up this lane is proven to be okay. I think there's just enough treading those crews just to keep things planted. Although this lane has been upgraded a little bit, a few potholes filled in. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is exactly absorbing the bumps, but I'm sure being shower, I could adjust it for my my mass, shall we say. Nice bit of shingle there. Okay, so we've been out for a nice ride on the ADV350 and thought I'd show you around. Got a beautiful plush seat for rider and passenger, plenty of room there. What is also impressive, you press the seat button there, just look at the room you've got in there. Easily get 2 helmets in there, or 1 helmet and a load of other stuff. It's cavernous, absolutely cavernous. And then I noticed there's a area in there, I think it's got the toolbox. There we are. You can probably get an inner tube and a compressor in there as well. Bags of room. Never seen so much room in a scooter before. You press that for fuel, and that's where your fuel are up. You've got a nice little cubby hole there. It's sealed, quite deep. You can probably get you know, your phone and whatever in there, so that's really useful. That's your shower forks. Mirrors are mirrors. Can't say too much about them. They're no different to any other bike really. They do their job. Screen, two-handed operation. You pull the pins out, you move it up and down. Not just simple. This particular one has got, I don't know if this is standard, but you've got like a crash bar running down there. I mean, that's great. Spotlights, or fog lights, they look the same ones it's fitted to my Africa Twin. There's your shower suspension. It's actually quite a got a quite wide look to it, and probably even better with those lights on. Hand guards, I mean, nice touch, gives that sort of adventure feel to it. The only thing I noticed when I was putting my feet down, this area here seems to, because you put your feet down there and this is like an extra area that you've got to put your feet over, if you understand what I'm trying to say. It's yeah, it could catch a few people out a little bit, because if you know, it's not the lowest of scooters, but that having to have your thigh go over that as well just takes away a little bit of that ground clearance. Servicing looks as though it's pretty straightforward. There's your shower forks. Yeah, I'm trying to justify £6,000 when you can look at the options out there, what else you can get for 6,000. I mean, this does scootering really, really well. It's economical, cut through traffic. You can do a little bit of light green laning. It's at 6,000. It's Honda. You're paying for Honda. You're probably paying for them extra nice components. And if you notice, 6 years warranty down here. £6,000. I am having a little bit of a trouble with that, I'll be honest with you. I am struggling with it a little bit. Right, I did just write a few bits down as well. So 186 kilos, to be honest with you, you just don't feel the weight. Everything's so low down, you just don't feel it. It feels like a mountain bike. Comfy seat we mentioned. Smart key, everyone's doing it these days. Not a big fan of it, to be honest with you. What is so difficult with sticking a key in a hole and turning it? I don't know. You still got to turn a button here, so I don't know, but everyone's doing it. So 145mm of ground clearance, that's pretty damn good for a scooter. Although when you have got 24 stone on and you're really hammering the suspension, we found out that you can bottom it. But yeah, 145, that's nearly, what, 6 inches. That's not too bad. 31.5 newton meters of torque. I don't know what rev range that is, but it's good. It pulls. It is really good for 350, and of course, being Euro 5, these things are choked to death with all their emission stuff, and if you had a exhaust that breathed on it, it'd be even better than that. 28.8 brake horsepower. Again, doesn't sound a lot, but it works. Just got to remember, it's 350 or 330 to be honest. Fuel, here's a big one. I think official claims are 81 to 83 miles per gallon, and I think people in the real world are getting 65 to 75. I mean, is it just brilliant, isn't it? With the fuel tank, you've got a range of 190 to 210 miles. Wow, that's brilliant. Ride to Wales, lovely. So there we have it. Who's it for? Who is it for? Who would you put this bike for? You wouldn't say it's for somebody that actually wants to go green laning. You would be on to the CRFs. You wouldn't be on something like this. Would this be someone that is commuting 95% of the time, and then at the weekend wants to come up to somewhere like this to have a cup of tea and breathe it all in? Yeah, perfect. Go down the beach. If you've got a little stony track that leads down to a beach or something,
2 up. Put your helmets in there. Obviously put your beach towels and everything in there. Take them out, put your helmets in, lock it up, have a day at the beach for cheap. Easy parking, perfect for that. And I can see this being really popular abroad where some of the roads aren't as, I was going to say, as good as ours. Ours is shocking. But you know what I mean. There's areas of the world where there's a lot of unmade roads, dirt tracks and that. Probably perfect for that. I would probably put something a little bit more aggressive if I was doing that on there, but they seemed alright on this stuff. So all in all, I think it's great. I really do. I was really surprised of how it went, how much torque there was from the go. I was expecting, a bit like when I stopped on the hill, the 20% gradient, a bit like when I stopped on that and opened the throttle, it took a little while to get going. That's what I thought it was going to be like on the flat, and it wasn't. It just goes. So brilliant, really impressed. So I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, summing up. I was trying to think the bad bits. Can't really think of any bad bits. Price, £6,000. But then, if you've got something that you want to last, you're buying it as a long term, you've got 6 years warranty and it's a Honda, then it probably works. 6,000. I can't think of anything else that's bad. There's niggles. Every bike's got niggles, but I can't think of anything bad. It works. It's great. There's more good things than there are bad things. So what I would say, go out, test ride one. Go to your local. If you're thinking of getting a scooter, go to your local Honda garage, test ride one, and see what you think. It doesn't matter how many people say they're wonderful. You've got to ride it for yourself, and one size doesn't fit all. But if it can carry my huge bulk with relative ease, and it's a 330cc, then that's great. Anyway, hope you enjoyed watching, and you never know, we may have something else to test in the near future. Ride safe.